Hello and welcome to Shannon Gardens. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So today is a rather cold and rainy day, and I thought that it would be a great day to put together an indoor terrarium. I have been collecting some items for this terrarium for the last handful of weeks, and I think I've got everything together so that I can put it all together and have my final display. So I do have a little clip from a nursery visit that I recently made where I was choosing some of the plants, and I want to show you guys that so that you can see some of the different options that are out there, and then we'll come back here and I'll show you guys what I chose and then put it all together and show you the end result. All right, so let's look at that nursery visit and then I'll meet you guys back here. Here I am at the nursery, and there's so many cute plants and succulents in these tiny little pots just to give you an idea of what you can add to your terrarium. And then they had these open air containers with little scenes created. And again, it just gives inspiration for setting up your own terrarium or open air pot. They also had these cute little ceramic mushrooms that you could use. Now, I bought mine online. I did not get them here. But again, here's just another example of little benches and fence posts that you can put. I thought that pot was cute. And then additional little plants, which I actually very much considered getting this one, but in the end decided to go a different route. So you guys know my fascination with air plants, and I think one of these will be going in my terrarium as well. And look at the little curly cues. Very cute. Okay, so I want to show you guys what I've chosen for my terrarium. So first, I'll go over the plants, which I have this air plant here. And if you guys have been watching any of my recent videos, you'll know that I definitely love air plants. So of course I couldn't resist when I saw it. I thought this would be a great addition, and it's just so different looking. I like to have a variety of plants in my terrarium. So I've got this here. Then I've got this syngonium right here. And I just thought that the color was so nice and bright and pretty. And I've heard that these are so easy to grow. And then lastly, as far as the plants, I have this pretty succulent here. And I don't know if you guys can see, but it's got this reddish pink at the bottom of the plant here. And I just think that adds a nice color variation and then texture as well. As far as setting what else I'm going to add to my terrarium, I did order online some mushrooms, and I'm not sure if this is going to be too big, so I'll just kind of play it by ear and set it in there. But I just thought these were cute, and even if I don't use them in this, I'll use them around the garden, so I'm not really worried about it. But I got this mushroom here, this little ceramic mushroom, and I just thought it was really pretty and cute. And then I went to a bird store recently and saw these cute little figurines that I thought would be perfect for this terrarium. One is this little cardinal, and then another is this little frog. And I love frogs and I love birds, so it was definitely something I was gonna get to add to mine. Now, if you guys are doing this project with children, there are so many other things that you can add, whether you're doing it for yourself or you're doing it with children. But I wanted to give you a couple of other ideas. My daughter and I have done these terrariums in the past, and a couple of other items that she had added when we did them was this little dragonfly, and it glows in the dark, and then this little pinwheel which actually spins. But there are so many different options. Once you start looking, either maybe at local nurseries or definitely online, you are going to see a treasure trove of different ideas. And so there's a lot out there, and you can really tailor it to what you're looking for in your specific taste. Okay, as far as setting the terrarium up, I have 3 different things here. So generally, you're going to want to put rock on the bottom, and decorative rock, and then you're going to want to do soil, potting soil, and then you'll plant your plants, and then you'll finish it it says you can do it with rock or you can do it with moss or sand. I preferred to do it with moss. So what I did is I bought these marble nuggets from Home Depot. Actually, so this and the potting soil and the moss I actually got from Home Depot. As you can see here, I got these little nuggets, which I thought would look nice. They're smaller. It's not like rocks. It's, you know, smaller little pieces that I thought would look nice in the terrarium. And then just regular potting soil, potting mix for indoor plants. And then this sheet moss, and I love moss, so I definitely wanted to do that on top, and I thought it would look really cute. So I'm gonna get that set up. I'll do about 1 inch of the rock and then 2 to 3 inches of soil, and then I'll place my plants in there, set the moss on top, and then put my little decoration in there as well. So I will show you guys that process and the end result. One thing that I did want to mention is that you want to pay close attention to your watering, as this isn't a standard part that has drain holes. So you just want to be sure that you aren't over watering, that you're lightly watering. Approximately once a week is the suggested watering schedule, and that you don't overwater because the water has nowhere to go and you don't want it to just sit there. First, I'm adding my rocks, and then I'm going to add my potting soil, and then my plants and my mushroom. I'll top it off with the moss, and then finally put in my little cardinal and my little frog. Now, it did take me a while to get everything set up the way I wanted, so I did shorten this part of the video a bit. Here it is, the final result. I know it's a little hard to see with the reflection on the glass, but I will try to show you as best I can. I've got the cardinal resting in the succulent plant, and then above that and kind of resting on the top of the mushroom, which I was able to fit in there, I've got the air plant, and then the remaining plant in the backdrop, and then of course my little frog on the moss below. So I think it turned out really, really cute, and is such a fun indoor gardening project, particularly on a gloomy day. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I really enjoyed putting together the terrarium. It was really nice to be able to do some indoor gardening. So thank you for joining me again. Please make sure to like and subscribe. And until next time, happy gardening and goodbye.